I've been stuck for a long time. I wasn't moving closer to any of my goals at all. I mean, I showed up, but I was working on the wrong things. Until I learned about the concept of finding the constraint. I found the constraint in my specific area and overcome it. And now I'm moving closer to my goals again. A constraint is something like a bottleneck, something that holds you back, something is constraining your next step. If you don't find the constraint, you're not going to move any closer to the next step, to your goal. That's what happened to me. I simply got stuck without even knowing, because I was concentrating on the wrong things. But let me illustrate 3 examples for you so that you can understand it a bit better. So the first example is a funnel, and let me ask you a question. What's the constraint there? Pretty simple, I think. Stop focusing on this. It clearly works. These 3 steps of the funnel, they work. You don't have to concentrate on these things. It doesn't bring you anything if you level up the desire, or if you level up the interest, or if you level up the awareness. What you will have to level up is the action. Clearly in this funnel, the people don't take action. So focus on this. This is the constraint. Solve this problem. Pretty simple, I think. So the next example is the school lunch line. We have here a lady and hungry kids waiting to get their food. The line is moving, but very slow. And slowly the kids are getting impatient. They just want their food. So what is the constraint here in this example? The constraint is that there's just one lunch lady. So how do you solve the constraint? By adding another lunch lady. Then the line can move faster and the kids get their food faster. It's again pretty simple. The constraint simply was that there was just one lady, and you can solve it by adding another lady. It's so simple, it's just logical thinking. The last example is distractions. We have here a person who wants to focus, but he has 10 tabs open, he has 5 apps running, he has his phone next to him, he has loud rap music playing, he has other people in his room disturbing, his friends are calling, he thinks satisfaction over work. What is, in this example, the constraint? The constraint are all of these distractions. The 10 tabs open, the 5 apps running, the music, his phone, the people, his thoughts. So how do you solve this constraint? How do you get rid of these distractions? You simply need to starve these distractions, because focus is what remains. If these things aren't here anymore, the person can give his undivided attention to focusing. Hope with these 3 examples you understood the simple yet profound concept. So in order to succeed in any part of life, you must find the constraint. So go ahead and ask yourself where the constraint is. What is the constraint? Is it your knowledge, your skills, your productivity, your environment? Is it the shipping process, the production process? But if you try to level up your skills, although they are not a constraint, it won't lead you anywhere, because the constraint may be your environment. So in this example, focus on solving the environment problem and not leveling up your skills. So if you want to progress anywhere, you need to firstly find the constraint and then solve problems. It's so simple. Life basically is just problem solving, and that's why you need to be good at solving problems. You need to possess the skill of logical thinking and problem solving. That's why mathematics isn't even that bad. Maths is just solving problems through logical thinking and using systems. My dad always tells me that, and honestly, he's right. Nevertheless, I think you got the point of this simple yet profound concept. Knowing this, you should begin to find your constraints. So switch off YouTube now, social media. and go find constraint. Ask yourself, what is the constraint? What's the thing that's holding me back in your specific area? So again, ask yourself, what's holding you back? Because this is the main question. Nevertheless, see you, hope it helped.